Okay, this week we are doing worksheet 2. All right, so this topic is on transport in living things. Okay, diffusion and osmosis. All right, so get ready your worksheet for this topic. Have you watched the video already?
Yeah.
Okay, you done your work?
Yes.
Very good. Do you mind turning on the camera? You got disconnected earlier, right?
No.
All right, you try and see whether you can turn on the camera, okay? So that we can interact better, yeah? Okay, so later on, around 8:55, maybe you get your mom or your dad to come in so that I can talk to him or her. Is it okay?
Okay.
Right, so after watching the video, what do you know about this topic? Any idea? You learned about diffusion and osmosis, right?
Yeah, but I don't know how to explain.
You don't know how to explain, Okay, never mind. Maybe at the end of the class, you share with me, can?
Okay.
So, okay, this topic is about diffusion, osmosis. Okay, in this case, I added in dialysis. Okay, so you just watch how the movement of the particles is like. Okay, so this is diffusion. And then if you look at the different color particles, right? Okay, or we can call it solute, we can call it molecules. All right, so it moved from area of higher concentration to area of lower concentration. And now it's osmosis. Osmosis require a semi-permeable membrane. It is important to have the membrane. All right. Okay. So what kind of movement is this? It's only movement of water molecules. All right. Only water molecules. And what happens during dialysis? All right. So during dialysis, right, this is roughly what is happening. I show these because there's one question on dialysis. Okay. So all those unwanted substance will leave the body. All right. So in general, what is the definition for diffusion? You need to know this. Okay, diffusion is the net movement. Okay, it's important to take note of these words. Okay, net movement. Okay, so movement of what? Movement of solute molecules, okay, from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. All right. So the particles will spread out evenly this way. You need to know this particular membrane is called partially permeable membrane. It's a membrane that is permeable. Permeable means allowed to pass through, allowed to permeate. Okay, so it's only permeable to the small molecules of water and certain solutes, but does not allow large solute molecules to pass through, right? So you need to know that it's permeable to small molecules of water. Then those small solutes, solutes that are very, very small, they can pass through the membrane also. But large solute molecules are not able to pass through. All right, we have another person here.
Okay.
Hi, what's your name?
Harish.
Harish. Harish, can you turn on the camera? so I can see you?
Yeah, hi.
Right. Hi. Have you had your dinner?
Huh?
Had dinner already?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are at worksheet 2. So this topic is about diffusion and osmosis. Have you already watched the video in the portal?
Yeah.
You have done the worksheet also?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So now I'm just going through a quick summary. Okay. So this is just a very general and fast going through of the entire thing. Now, next thing we look at is osmosis. Just now I covered what is diffusion. Then I talk about semi-permeable membrane. And now this is osmosis. Okay, what is osmosis? It's a net movement. All right. Earlier we talked about net movement of solute molecules. This is net movement of water molecules. Okay, from a region means area or place of higher water concentration. Okay, important words. To a region of lower water concentration, and it passes through a partially permeable membrane. This is important. All right, osmosis can only take place when there is a partially permeable membrane. Is it okay, Anaki?
Yeah.
Anytime you're not sure, you can stop me, okay? So osmosis only takes place when you have the partially permeable membrane present. Okay, and it's only the movement of water molecules. Any questions so far? Right, then I'll go on. Now, if you have watched the video, I'm sure you have seen this section, right? So what is diffusion and osmosis about? How is it important? Why is it that we need it in our lives? Okay, so in the human body, okay, diffusion, okay, takes place all the time. You see, when we are breathing, oxygen goes into our lungs, right? And then from the lungs, it's actually going into the blood and passes around the body. And then in exchange, carbon dioxide is produced, right? And carbon dioxide must be passed out of the body. Okay, so this is happening here. Look at here, digested food. The food that you eat, okay, gets digested. So the smaller food molecules, all right, will then be able to diffuse into our blood and be carried all around the body. This is something you never learned in primary school, right? You only learn that, digestion takes place and then the smaller food molecules goes into the blood and move around the body. What exactly happened? It happens by diffusion. All right. Okay. And what is this all about? Okay. Because we have digested food, a high concentration of it. Okay, let's say in our small intestine after digestion has taken place. So our human body, we get hungry after we use up the food, right? So lower concentration of these food molecules in our blood. That's why there is the diffusion of the food particles, okay, the digested food particles, yeah, the molecules that passes from the intestine through the walls of the intestine into the blood. All right. So the same thing will happen. Waste products also go back into the bloodstream to be carried to the parts of the body to be released. Okay. And in plants, all right, carbon dioxide diffuses from the air into the cells of the leaves through the stomata. Primary school, you only learn that, carbon dioxide will enter the leaf through the stomata. The correct word is diffusion, okay? It diffuses from the air into the leaf through the stomata. So in photosynthesis, okay, after food is being made, oxygen is being produced, right? The oxygen will actually diffuse from the cells of the leaf through the stomata into the air. Okay, some of this oxygen is of course used by the plant. Okay, because plants still need to respire, just like normal human being and animals also. Now, the root hair cells also absorb water and dissolve minerals Okay, and then it absorbs the water and the minerals from the soil by this process called osmosis. So in the soil, you have a lot of water. Okay, so it has a higher concentration of water. Therefore, okay, this water will enter the root hair cell by osmosis. Can? Must remember, okay, so the dissolved minerals also diffuse from the soil into the root hair cell. Just now I mentioned, for osmosis, only the small solute particles can move through the membrane. So these dissolved minerals are small enough to pass through the membrane. Is it okay? Yeah, okay, thank you. Haresh, right? Now let's go to the question. If you have not done, okay, Haresh, don't worry, we do it now. Okay, so now you try to recall what you have watched, what you have learned from the video, as well as what I briefly covered earlier. So diffusion refers to the spontaneous process in which molecules spread from regions of what kind of concentration to regions of what kind of concentration. Okay, you want to try?
Yeah, sure. I think it's A.
A. So higher concentration to regions of lower concentration. So when they are evenly distributed throughout. Okay, equilibrium, this is the correct word. Okay, you picked up from the video as well, right? Equilibrium is reached. Very good. So this is the correct answer. Anaki, you okay with this?
Yeah.
Good. So let's move on. All right, substances enter and leave a cell through the cell membrane, okay? Through the cell membrane by diffusion or osmosis. Okay, so there are two processes here. So 4 statements are made. Molecules move from a region of lower concentration to a region of higher concentration. Okay, statement 2, molecules move from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. 3 says no membrane is needed. 4, a membrane is needed. So you need to select from the 4 statements to describe diffusion and osmosis. Okay? Remember what I said about osmosis just now, right? Okay. There's some requirement about the membrane. Anaki, you want to try this one?
Yeah, I think it's C.
You think it's
C.
C? Okay. You think it's C. So let's look at C. 2 and 3 for diffusion. All right. And then 2 and 4 for osmosis. Okay. So 2 is the common one, right? Let's see. Statement 2, molecules move from region of higher concentration to region of lower concentration. That is correct. It happens for both osmosis and diffusion. So this is wrong, right? And then diffusion, no membrane is needed here. Osmosis, there must be a membrane. Good. So C is the correct answer. Let's go on to the next one. The following shows the cross-section of a leaf. Stomata open to allow carbon dioxide to enter the leaf and oxygen to leave the leaf. What is the process that is describing the movement of gases in and out of the leaf? Haresh?
Is it C?
Is it C? You mean C, is it? Did you say C?
Yeah.
Why C? Do you know what's convection?
No.
Convection, if you recall in primary school, when you learn convection, it's like the convection current. Okay. Hot air rises, cold air sinks, that kind of thing.
Oh.
You remember that part? The aircon cool down the air sinks. So you got the cold air coming down. That's why we put the aircon unit right at the top, right? Not near the floor. Correct not?
Oh. Okay.
That's convection. Okay, what is this topic about? This topic is about diffusion and osmosis, right?